Like it's already written.
Yeah,
it's
no,
written.
I don't think so.
You don't believe in fate?
I think we're all going to die. That's the only fate we have.
Okay, so I believe in God, and I know my life is written. That's what I believe. It's written.
I thought God put us on here to have our own free will.
He does.
So then how is fate already written?
That's a question that I don't know. Like it's already written, and we have free will to do whatever we want, but he knows the entirety of our lives.
No, I don't think.
I
don't think that fate is a thing.
Oh, okay.
What's up?
Hi.
Welcome back into another episode of The Two-Man Show.
The Woman Show.
The Woman Show with Mark and
Trisha.
Today is another thought-provoking discussion.
As always.
Me and Trisha got on the topic of fate. Do you think fate exists, or and if so, is free will a thing, or do you think fate doesn't exist? Trisha thinks fate exists.
Mark, fate brought us together.
No, it didn't. Everything is determined by the choices we make. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about this. Me and Trisha get into it a little bit later in the episode. If you guys are listening on the podcast app, anything, Apple Podcasts, CastBox, Spotify, rate us 5 stars, please, so we can climb the charts. People have really been enjoying the conversations lately. And if you guys are listening on YouTube, please drop a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way. But yeah, let's get into today's episode.
Let's get into it. Ew. Ew. It's not even a fly, Mark. It's a spider.
The flip. Well, there was just a fly/spider on my microphone. And unfortunately, he or she is no longer with us. Welcome back.
They're right there.
It's been an eventful week for the both of us. My parents actually called me, and they listened to the last podcast, and they said it was really good. They thought that we had a great conversation.
Your podcast is wholesome now that I'm here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They like the back and forth between the male and the female. And my dad was like, wow, I can't believe that was 48 minutes. It was flying by like nothing.
Aw, is that really how he sounded?
That's how he sounded.
Wow.
Starting things off, I went to a chicken tender fest this weekend.
I know. I was going to go with you, but I couldn't have chicken tenders.
Yeah, it was delicious. I'd never been to a...
Hold on. You told me you weren't going to eat any chicken tenders.
I know, but I caved when I got there because, dude, it was sick. A chicken tender fest in Beverly Hills is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They had chicken from Roscoe's. No, they didn't have Roscoe's. They had...
You snooze then.
Raising Cane's, which everyone loves. Do you guys like Raising Cane's?
I love Cane's.
They had Dave's Hot Chicken.
I've had that.
That's
right around here, actually.
Yeah, that's poppin' in California. Mm-hmm. And then they had this place called Hot Mother Clucka.
I've had that too.
Oh, you have?
I love fried chicken.
Why? When did you have Hot Mother Clucka?
I had that when we were living in Moore Park. In Encino, yeah.
So I had their hottest one. They have hot.
I didn't do that.
They have Hot Mother Clucka. Mm-hmm. They have Hot Mother Clucka 2.0. I had the Hot Mother Clucka first, and I was like, this doesn't compare to the Hot Wings challenge we did.
Yeah.
So I did the 2.0. It was pretty hot, but I think after we did the Hot Wings challenge,
everything else is like, eh.
Yeah, everything's pretty much. What did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Me, Olga, and Simi actually just stayed at home.
Really?
And we watched Indian movies, yeah.
Why Indian as in like Native American or like
No, Indian as in
like
Bollywood. Yeah. I've always loved Bollywood movies, and now that I live with Simi, it's like just brought it out of me even more. So we've watched 2 of them. They're 3 hours long.
What?
So you can't really watch like multiple in a row.
Are they in English?
I read the whole time.
No.
And there's this one, this one director, his name is, I put it down, Sanjay, I think his name is Sanjay. He only comes out with a movie like once every couple of years, but the production value of these movies is insane.
Yeah, I've never seen a Bollywood movie, but I heard it's like pretty next level.
You need to.
I don't know.
The storyline is so beautiful. It's like depressing and happy, and like colors.
Don't they have like a stereotype behind them, kind of like soap operas, like the way they act, or no?
Like dramatic?
Yeah.
They're kind of dramatic, but it just makes for a better movie. Like I don't want to watch something that's like real life. I want to watch over the top.
Okay.
But these movies were based on like real life events.
Oh, okay. They're not like action movies or anything like that.
They could be action. A lot of them are action, but this was like a love story, but it was focused on like war and like old medieval times.
I don't think I have 3 hours to watch a movie.
Oh, they're so good.
That shit just
they're
drags on.
so good.
Like I can't even pay attention like to any TV show. I can't sit down and like watch a TV series.
Oh, wow.
Oh, by the way, guys, I have shoes on this week because come to find out last week my socks were dirty underneath.
Everybody was talking about your socks. Everybody was talking about your socks.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I have my damn Daniel White Vans on if you guys are watching.
How are they already dirty?
I don't know, dude. I don't want to talk about it. But also I wanted to talk about how we did the Hot Wings challenge.
We did.
And I've never seen so many hate comments for doing a challenge. People are like, you didn't credit what's his name? Sean Evans. Like, you stole this idea. Yeah, no shit, I stole the idea. Everyone knows what the Hot Ones challenge is.
First off, it's a challenge. And he was paying homage to Sean Evans in the Hot One. Like, we aren't on that show, so what are we going to do? We're going to make it ourselves.
Right. Which, by the way, does the guy need a shout out? He gets 20 million views an episode. I don't think my, low amount of views on my YouTube channel is really going to help out his channel.
Don't discredit yourself.
Whatever.
Don't discredit yourself.
I thought
I want to talk about something.
What?
You went to the Rams game.
Yeah.
And they were playing the Bears. Why wasn't I with you?
Okay, so I got invited to go to the Rams game with Pac's son.
Mm-hmm.
Great seats, right on the floor.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Sweet level, right in the end zone. Unlimited open bar.
Okay.
Food was delicious. The reason I didn't invite you is because I didn't think you liked football. Actually, you know what? I asked you. I was going to ask you, and I asked you if you liked the Bears.
No.
This was earlier, before I even told anyone that I was going to the game. I was vetting people to ask.
Okay.
And I said, do you like football or do you like the Bears or something? And you're like, yeah, but I don't really watch football. So then that was to me, I was like,
I said I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah, so that's what you said. So that's why I didn't invite you. And I invited my friend who works at TMZ Sports who loves football.
Fine.
Is that fair?
No.
I did give you a shot. I did ask you, did I not?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so that was a tease to see what you would say.
Well, now I'm just going to think better, think harder before I answer questions.
Nothing against females. Tessa Brooks went. Mm-hmm. Former Team 10 member. Great girl. She left at halftime.
Okay, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, so like my thought process too was,
I'm from Chicago. We face a lot of defeat in sports, so we know like they're loyal fans. I just don't watch football anymore because I like going to games. Like every time the Blackhawks came to Arizona, we were at the game. Okay. Because it's just fun. It's like more fun to be there in person. Yeah.
But I was also thinking about it. I was like, I could take someone on a date to the game, or I could take a gentleman who would genuinely enjoy the game and have a good time.
Maybe I'll forgive you one day, Mark, but it's not going to be today.
I'm going to save. Look, I've taken girls to sporting events and they don't have a good time. Let's be honest.
They're
there for the Instagram content. Am I
getting put in a box where I'm just a girl?
I don't know.
Mark?
I judge women based on liking sport events. You judge men based on their height. So,
do you know how big of a thing that is, by the way?
I know. All the comments are on the podcast are like, yeah, I have no chance with Trisha because I'm less.
All the comments, the DMs that I get, I'm 5'9", and I'm like, it's fine. Like I meant it, but I didn't really mean it.
Another thing that was really cool about the Rams game, we were right next to this, like I don't know what it was called, Hollywood booth, I guess, suite. Mm-hmm. Bunch of celebrities were there.
Really?
Diplo, Dylan Francis, half of the Chainsmokers.
There's only two.
Lily Singh. I almost said Little Singh. Alfie Allen. Do you know who that is? He's in Game of Thrones. I didn't know who he was. They put him on the big screen. He was sitting next to us. But he's in Game of Thrones, but I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Is he a younger?
He's 30.
Oh.
Ish.
Alfie. That sounds so familiar. Okay.
He was there. YG was there.
What?
Yeah. He was really into the game. Like, he was a diehard Rams fan. Danny Trejo.
That name sounds familiar too.
Yeah, he's a popular, I think, Mexican actor.
Mm. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really cool. It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and Venus Williams was there. And Key and Peele.
Stop.
Key was there, not Peele.
That's cool. There's always a half.
Yeah. It was cool to see him in real life.
That's really cool. It looked really fun.
It was a blast. I had a good time. Anyways, other news. Kylie Jenner sold 51% of her company for $600 million.
Good for her.
Valuing it at over just around $1.2 billion.
But didn't she sell? She sold $600 million of it, right? That's how much she got.
51%.
Okay, yeah.
But now she doesn't own the company.
Yeah.
She's not a majority owner.
Right.
So they bought majority ownership.
She's smart.
Here's my question when it comes down to something like this. And at what point is it like, why not stop? You know, why does the Jeff Bezos, why does the Elon Musks, why does Kylie Jenner, why do they, when they're worth billions of dollars, continue to want more money?
I don't think it's a want of more. It's a why not, why can't I thing. I don't think, like, in her sense, it's so much greed. It's just, she's sitting on a gold mine. She took like her biggest insecurity, which were her lips, and made a whole franchise out of it. She's a mogul now.
But don't you think at some point it's like, all right, I don't know how involved they are with like philanthropic work, but I never see headlines about the Kardashians or the Jenners donating money.
To be honest, if I was as big as them, I wouldn't put that out there either, because that is between me and God. Like, nobody, I don't need to show you that. There's got to be some type
of report. No one has to put it out there, but
right.
it's known.
They do a lot.
That Bill Gates donates millions and millions of dollars.
They do a lot. I've seen articles, and like when they went to Armenia, they did so much for the Armenian people back then. But you don't see that because who writes about it?
Yeah. I mean, I just think that they could do more in terms of giving back.
Look, Kim Kardashian's going to be a lawyer. She's studying. Yeah, no,
she's doing cool stuff with like getting people out of prison or whatever that were like given sentences that were like too severe for the times or whatever, that the laws have changed since. But
that's a big commitment. Like that's a lot of time.
And I know, I mean, Kanye West is on his, soul searching thing. I think that's good, but I don't know. I feel like there's so many issues that could be fixed out here. I don't know.
True, but they're only one person.
I think they're just after something great. It might not even be the money. It might just be like they're after something bigger than themselves. Like, I don't know what her next goal in life is, but
right.
Maybe she'll change the world.
She probably could.
I mean, she has, in my opinion, changed the world for the not better.
Really?
I think she's the center of like what females aspire to look like, and that's not really a good thing. I've said this before, and I catch myself and I'm like, why do I want what she's wearing? Why do I want to do my hair like that? She's a trendsetter. Like everything. She's a Jones.
She's a what?
Have you ever heard the expression keeping up with the Joneses?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes people depressed.
Yeah, but it's your, at the end of the day, it comes down to your mindset. Yeah. Like whenever I hear parents complaining, you shouldn't, like, my kids are on YouTube, my kids are on Instagram, don't post this stuff. Why is that my responsibility? Yeah. Those are your children. You should be telling them. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't follow her. I don't look at her stuff.
I never used to, and then I just caved in.
Why does someone like you follow her?
Because she looks good. I don't want to look like her per se, because I like the way I look. I like the way she looks. I don't necessarily want to look exactly like her. But when I see her put outfits together, when I see her do her hair a certain way, I'm just like, oh, I like that.
Why do you think so many people like her?
Because she's popping. Why
is she so popping, but, Chloe isn't as... Or Kendall, for example. Kendall, in my opinion, is way more beautiful. Why is she not as popular as Kylie?
I think it's work ethic.
You think?
Yes. Yeah. Because I remember in the beginning, because me and my sister loves Kim Kardashian, and now I love them too. Mm-hmm. We used to watch the episodes, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, way before like any of this happened with Kylie. And I remember Kendall like never really wanted a model. She just like kind of was thrown in because Kim was pushing her. Kylie wanted to do this. She's always wanted her own like makeup line. So it's just like work ethic and like passion. Like now Kendall, you can see likes it, but it wasn't like her passion from the start. You know what I mean? So it just hits different when you're passionate about something.
What is it you think that she continues to attract fans? Because I was talking to one of my old editors and she sent me a link about YouTubers and losing relevance and stuff. And this is something I've been thinking about a lot. And something that I've realized, losing relatability, I'm sorry, and relevance. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand. But, as I was a YouTuber coming up, people could relate to me. I just got out of college. I just moved to LA. Everything was fresh. I was doing all these things. I was living a relatable life. And then what happens to a YouTuber is they fall into all these brand deals. They fall into this money. They start hanging out with successful people. They start getting things for free. They start living a different life. Not that they necessarily chose to, it just kind of happens, right? And you start to lose that relatability from your fan base, because for me, that I think back, like I stopped filming things that I thought weren't interesting or like normal everyday activities, but that's what got me to where I was.
Yeah, people love seeing that.
Exactly. So, and then you have some YouTubers fall into the Gucci and all the expensive stuff, and you lose relatability, and your fans get mad and they say, you know, you sold out, you've changed, you're materialistic, all these things. Those are things that come with the level up in life that kind of distance you from your fan base, because most of your fan base is living a normal life, a quote unquote normal life. Why is it that people love Kylie Jenner more and more and more when she gets so much more detached from reality than, for example, someone like me? Like, she is literally, her life is unattainable to 99.9% of her audience.
Mark, if I knew, I would be Kylie Jenner. She's got someone like Kris Jenner behind her. So, like, I feel like she's mastered the science of staying relevant. Do you know what I mean? Like, Kylie has it, but...
Here's what I think. I think it's because she gives... And I notice this about like a lot of creators that are like really loved. They give their audience something tangible.
What do you mean?
Tangible, something you can hold. She gives them the lip kits. She, like, while she's entertaining them and stuff, she provides them clothing to wear. She provides them makeup to wear. I don't know, how many products does she have?
A lot.
Kim has perfume.
And they're good, Mark. Like, if I tell you, they're good quality.
And even someone like Logan Paul, he has Maverick by Logan Paul, which is like his whole brand was centered around something that you
feel connected.
You can connect. So I think that definitely helps. Like, people like, oh, they're giving me something, even though I'm paying for it, like they're providing me with something that I can like
feel connected. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. And even someone like Tyler, the creator, he's like not that, he has like a cult following, but he has like his brand Golf, you know, like a clothing line that like people obsess over. It's on Melrose. Yeah, it's on Melrose. It's like right across from Supreme. So guys, if you're listening, if you want to build, I guess if you want to become a YouTuber and build a very connected audience, I think
buy some merch.
Well, not that, but just provide them with something that they can feel connected to you.
True.
That's something that I'm kind of like observing, and I'm trying to
that's
learn more.
That's a valid point.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn more because I feel like I just lived life and didn't really think, and I'm trying to like really step back and analyze like why people are successful and why do people like people so much. And that's one of the things I've noticed. Also, she has a reality TV show, which people could see her life.
Right.
Like real life, I guess. It's not real, it's scripted, but like that's the relatability, I guess, because they still argue and they still have family issues. Those are like still relatable topics that people...
She gives you just enough to, like, if you follow her and you watch her stories, she gives you just enough where it's like, oh my God, sometimes she is just like one of us, but she's not. You know?
Right.
People love
I don't know
to feel
how
that.
it is on the show, but I mean, that's being... Do they ever complain about shit that they like, that people are like, wow, you're really complaining that your closet's too small? You know what I'm saying? Do they ever do stuff like that?
Oh my God. In the earlier seasons, Kim was so funny because she would just I don't know what she would complain about. She would like, there was one episode where she called out one of her sisters for being rude, and she just started hitting her with her Birkin bag. That's like $35,000. That's probably the cheapest one, I want to say. She's just like hitting her with it, and we're just like, what the heck? Oh, and then she lost her like, I don't know how many thousands of dollars, her diamond ocean and the diamond ring in the ocean, diamond earring in the ocean. And she's like crying about it for like 3 hours, and Courtney's in the back and she's like, Kim, there's like people dying and you're crying about a diamond earring. They're entertaining. I don't care what anybody says. They entertain me.
Well, I know the Ace family gets a lot of hate about like their lifestyle and I don't know.
Well, you know why? Is because the Ace family, like we've watched them. It's only been what, 2-3 years?
Yeah.
It's not a long time. This has been a 10-year reign of the Kardashians.
Oh, okay.
Like Ace family came up real fast. And they went from like 0 to 100 in what, 2 years?
But they still have a really strong fan base, yeah?
100%.
It's kids, yeah? Did you see on YouTube now, when you upload, you have to say if your content is directed towards kids or...
Check a box.
Or not towards kids. And if it is directed towards kids, you're going to get less money on ads because... Like,
really?
I guess that they have to comply with these laws. And if you're like, because kids are easily manipulated. So if you advertise towards kids, they're way more likely to buy because they don't know what an advertisement is, basically. There's so many laws around child advertising.
Okay, so if it's directed towards kids and you hit no, will it not be recommended to?
No, you'll get in trouble. If your content is directed towards kids but you say it isn't, they'll catch you and get in trouble. Like if the Ace Family were to click like, no, it's not directed towards kids.
So they can get more money?
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
And my editor sent me this. This was posted yesterday. I didn't read the article. She just sent it to me as we're sitting here. She says, David Dobrik says monthly YouTube ad earnings went from $275,000 a month to $2,000 in 2 years.
How?
Pardon the interruption, guys. I interrupt this episode to let you know that this episode is brought to you by Skylight Frame. The holidays are right around the corner. How's your holiday shopping going?
I haven't even started. Thank you.
Yeah, something you guys can get your loved ones is a Skylight Frame. It's a photo frame you can update instantly by email from everywhere. It sets up effortlessly in under 60 seconds. It's one of those, digital frames. It changes pictures. We used to have tangible photos. Now we can cycle photos throughout the whole house however we want them.
Cute.
You can update it in real time. It has a 10-inch touchscreen. They sent me one. I actually have it in my room. I got family photos swiping around on it. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If you don't love your Skylight, they'll offer you a full refund. You can even preload it with your favorite photos for a personalized gift. Import photos of you for your significant other, spouse, grandparents, etc.
Wow.
That they didn't even know you had. Yeah. I think I'm going to get one actually for my parents so they can have a bunch of photos of me. I'm hooking you guys off with an offer. Now, as a special holiday offer, you can get $10 off your purchase of a Skylight Frame when you go to skylightframe.com and enter the code LARGE. That's right. To get $10 off your purchase of a Skylight Frame, just go to Skylight Frame, SKYLIGHTFRAME.com and enter the code LARGE. Promo code LARGE. Because one, adpocalypse. Here's what he said. I was getting around 60 million views a month, and my check each month for that time would be a little over 275,000, which is nuts.
God.
It literally felt like I was a drug dealer at the time. Then a year and a half ago, or like 2 years ago, I got cut. It got cut, and now I get 200 million views, which is more than 3 times the amount of views I was getting before. But now my paycheck is under 2,000, which is crazy. He uses copyrighted music in his videos.
True.
Because he kind of doesn't care anymore because he makes money on, SeatGeek and all those things. And they tend to, it's inappropriate. It's like not ad friendly, but that's insane. Like that's one of the craziest things. Granted, he still crushes it with the brand deals and his merch, I'm sure, and his podcast, whatever.
It's just so funny to me that like he doesn't care what he makes on YouTube, but
that's why people like him, and that kind of goes back to the relatability thing.
Yeah.
The kid made $275,000 a month, but you don't see him flexing and wearing Gucci. He still, his content has remained true to himself and who he is and his friends.
Yeah,
it's been the same no matter how much money he's had, and that's something that I've observed in recent, and something that I want to get back to is just like making content and not caring because it becomes about the money,
right?
It should never be. If you're starting YouTube, it should. And everyone always says it shouldn't be about the money. It really shouldn't. And it was never when I was.
Because it shows. Here's the thing. It shows in your content.
Right. Because you start creating shit that you're like, it'll get views.
Yeah.
And it'll make money. And then you just kind of lose touch of yourself and you just start making trend videos.
Yeah. I love David's vlogs. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, I mean, I've been watching him since he started and they don't get old. They don't. They're short. They're quick. They're funny. Like the great group of friends. And that's a cool thing, too. Look at his friend group. Always have remained together. They brought new people in, but pretty much the core guys are all still there.
Yeah.
But, for example, other friend groups, my friend group, me and George have stuck there. Logan went and did his thing. Johannes went and did his thing. You have, the whole Shots crew, all the Viners, all split up. Egos got involved, and everyone... everybody's killing it in their own right and way, but I think if everyone just stayed together collectively and made a team, from the start,
it would have been a
look
big
at David
team.
Dobrik. Yeah,
it would have been a huge team.
Yeah, you stick to it. That's another thing of advice, I guess. If you're making YouTube videos, maybe start with a team and hop on trends, I guess, and do things. Speaking of trends, TikTok. I had a TikTok go viral.
Did you? Which one?
I just posted. I made it in 20 minutes. It's got 2.3 million views in a day.
Which one was it?
I'll have to show it to you, but I can't play it because it has a copyrighted song.
Oh, good job, Mark. You're TikTok famous.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels good. I think everyone, if you're listening, an app to get started on that's like less pressure, not like crazy, hard to do is TikTok. Start following trends, do stuff that people are doing, and your shit will pick up and just be funny and creative. Put your own twist on trends. I think that's the upcoming platform. I think a lot of people are frustrated with Instagram, especially now that they don't have likes.
I still see likes.
I still see likes too, but they're slowly rolling it away.
Right.
But I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and they said that it's kind of a bad thing that they're taking away likes.
Why?
Because basically Instagram, I mean, I've been saying this for I don't know how many years, but Instagram's trying to get all the advertisers to pay them money.
I told you this in our last podcast.
And I mean, Joe Rogan did make a good point.
Uh-huh.
Instagram is paying, employees to run the app. They're paying for the bandwidth, the internet space, all that. And they're not making anything technically. I'm putting that in quotes if you're just listening. I mean, they are making stuff out of ads. I don't know how much. Like, you go through Instagram stories, you see ads, right?
Yeah.
And when you're scrolling on your page, you see ads. I don't know how much money they're making from those, but it does. I get it and I don't get it. I hate changing the model. I think that's what the ethics of it is what's frustrating. Like, yeah, a creator can make $100,000, promoting a brand, and Instagram gets $0 of that, and it's on their platform. But also to take that away, kind of shitty.
Yeah,
there needs to be a medium. There needs to be like, if you're doing a brand deal, maybe a percentage of it needs to go to the app. But then again, we have agents, we have lawyers, we have managers, we have the government. Like, whatever you do make, say you do make $100,000 brand deal.
Yeah.
After taxes and after you pay out your lawyer, manager, agent, over half of it's gone. I don't know. Someone's got to figure out a better way.
You just got to go on tour. You get all the proceeds.
Just do everything yourself.
Yeah.
And lose your hair.
Instagram really annoyed me when they extended the word count. Do you remember that? That was a long time ago. Like, you could only have like 120 characters at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then they extended it and people could write paragraphs. Like, that's why I don't use Facebook. I just want to look at pictures all day. I don't want to read.
Attention span.
All right. Speaking of Instagram, Mark, did you see what our friend Rachel did?
Would you like to inform the viewers?
Rachel Cook shaved her head on her new channel, her new magazine account, whatever. She shaved her head on an Instagram live video. And she looks so good.
What are your thoughts on that move?
I just know dramatic hairstyles. I don't know. I think she's going to do so well because she's a beautiful girl. If I could shave my head and look like that, I wouldn't talk to any one of you. Like,
I mean, no, yeah, she looks great. If anyone is to do that, I would say she has the perfect facial structure to do it. And her blue eyes.
Yeah.
She looks great. I just don't know why.
It's gearing a lot of attention towards the magazine, one.
That's a big change.
Two, it's a drastic change. Maybe she was just like, I'm ready.
Do you think, here's my question. She just got out of a relationship. Why do girls, when they get out of, do you think it was a.
There's a meme. There's a meme that says, once your girl changes her hair color after you break up, it's over. It's over, fam. Yeah, like
Why do girls do
never
that?
get her back. I did it. You just need, you need to be in control.
Why do girls feel like they need to change the way they look after a breakup?
I'll tell you, I took a philosophy class in college, and the first thing that my professor told us is the one key to a successful relationship, marriage, is trust, right? He's like, I always tell my wife when I'm going to get my hair cut or when she's going to go get her hair colored, she has to inform me. There's a psychological issue that if we were together and I went to get my hair cut and I came home and you're like, what, you got your hair done and you didn't tell me? It would be a barrier of trust for some reason. That's a huge thing. So I feel look it up. I'm not kidding. So I feel like when we change our hair, it's like, I don't have to ask anybody. I don't have to tell anybody I'm getting my hair done. I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to do what I want and I'm going to look great. And Rachel looks fantastic.
Yeah, she looks great. And she's going to be able to do short hair modeling jobs.
Yes.
She's going to wear a wig and do normal modeling jobs, whatever. It's just, I don't know. I'll have to ask her when she's back what her logic was in doing it. But I kind of agree with what you're saying with trusting. Like one time when I was dating Kylie, she like told me she was gonna do something crazy to her hair, but she wasn't gonna tell me, and she's gonna get my reaction to it. And I was like, all right, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
And she like cut it off to her shoulders and dyed it pink. And I was like, oh, this is fucking dope. It looks good, but it was a wig. But yeah, I could see like her doing something and me not liking it and then be like, oh, fuck. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's just a thing, I guess.
Rachel's got some fucking balls, let me tell you. Because think about how beautiful she is, and she just was like, fuck it, man. I'm going to shave my head. I don't care. I can't even shave my head.
I told you this before. I'm like, Rachel is the coolest person. Like, coolest person. She is the ultimate, like, she's the perfect person to shave her head. Because you couldn't pay me enough to shave my head.
I feel like FaceTiming right now. Maybe I'll have her on next week's episode if she's back and ask her.
Shout out to you, Rachel. You a real one.
Yeah, that was savage.
Pardon the interruption. Just want to let you guys know that support from this show comes from Manscaped. We talked about them in last week's episode. They're the best men's below-the-belt grooming company in the world. They offer precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Jingle balls to the walls, fellas. Listen up. We got untrimmed pubes. They're the thing of the past. It's time to gear up and get yourself the gift of shaving this holiday season. I'm talking about the Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0. I talked about it last week. There's been times where I've cut myself down there. I've had razor burn. It's not a good thing. That's why this revolutionary company, Manscaped, has redesigned the electric trimmer. Their Lawnmower 2.0 has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology, so this trimmer won't nick or snag your nutsack. It's also waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. How you feeling, Trisha?
I'm red.
Speaking of sweaty and stinky balls, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the Crop Reviver. This product, along with the Crop Preserver, keep your balls from sweating, smelling, and sticking. They smell good, damn it. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code MARK at manscaped.com. 'Tis the season to Manscaped. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code MARK at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you later. Clean up your nuts and make Santa proud.
Thanks for that wonderful ad read, Mark.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, I have some questions for Trisha to get her talking a little bit more. Well, she actually wrote the questions down.
I forgot them already.
And I'm going to ask you the questions. Since everybody liked our thought-provoking questions last week, our talking topic of is love a choice or feeling, whatever. We're going to get into more stuff like that and like the mediums and stuff, whatever. We're going to see where this takes us.
Speaking of mediums, Mark has a ghost in this house.
Yeah.
Proceed.
A Polaroid just fell off the wall.
Yeah.
What's something your brain tries to make you do and you have to will yourself not to do it?
My brain tells me to eat chocolate and hot Cheetos all the time, and I have to will myself to stop and be like,
why does your brain tell you that? Because I think it'd be more so your savory
what? Huh?
What are the words? Savory glands.
Actually, my soul is the one to tell me to do it. My brain tells me to do something.
Why is it hard for you not to eat?
I don't know, Mark. If I knew that question, like, I don't know. Like, eating makes me happy.
It takes, that's a common thing between everybody.
Yeah.
It takes 2 weeks to form a habit. So if you can bring yourself 2 weeks.
21 days to be exact.
Is that 21?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
If you can bring yourself 3 weeks of not eating, which it's really hard.
It's hard.
It is damn hard. I think you need to find some sort of motivation. That's why I like everyone, when they get out of breakups, they do the revenge bod. Because like, I want to prove to my ex that I'm fucking good.
I don't have to do anything. I just lose my appetite for like 3 years.
You should fall in love with a guy.
I know, somebody break my heart real fast.
Have your heart broken and be like, screw this guy. I'm going to show him what he missed out on.
Yeah. Anybody?
Why is a revenge bod a thing?
I mean, here's the thing. Has it worked? Like, have you broken up with a girl and she looks really, really good after and you're like, damn, I messed up? Or has that never happened where you break up with someone?
I don't know. I try not to pay attention to that shit. I focus on me.
Okay.
But when I broke up, that's my first go-to.
I always look better after a breakup, but I don't do it intentionally. I'm just
because we get comfortable during the relationship.
No, not necessarily.
And we go out to eat and we eat freaking froyo and all that shit.
I gained relationship weight, and I'm not even in
Everyone
a relationship.
does.
I'm not even in a relationship. It's because of Georgie and Belle.
Yeah.
They're always like, let's go out to eat. Let's have a movie.
When you live with someone in a relationship, you are in a relationship.
Yeah, but they're so good.
There's a lot of temptation there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that my brain tells me to do that I have to fight the will not to do it.
Yeah, that's
drinking.
But does your brain tell you to do it?
It's not. I don't have FOMO whatsoever.
Yeah, me neither.
Not at all. Like I could sit at home on a Friday night, watch a movie, and be totally content. But I don't know what it is when I'm out and other people are having fun. It's like I'm like, I want to have fun too.
So you do have FOMO? Yeah.
No, but I'm there. I guess I'm. But it's not fear of missing out. I guess. I just feel like that's a weird one. Yeah. It's the same.
I'm thinking of something like, my brain tells me to go turn off the light switch, but the light's already on, so I have to like that's what the question made me think of.
What?
Like something involuntarily that you do.
That to fight not to do?
Yeah, to fight not to do.
Why would you have to fight yourself not to turn off the light switch?
It's just this is what goes on in my head. It didn't make sense, but it made sense in here.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, and that's something that I've struggled with, man. I love partying, and it's not healthy, and it's not fun. I mean, it's
You've
fun.
been good, haven't you?
Somewhat.
All right.
But like, that's my biggest downfall, I think, is when I party. I can't.
Yeah.
You know, I
don't know how you guys do it too. Like, I'll get a text like 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock. Hey.
I mean, just on Friday, I was out till 8:45 in the morning.
How?
Why? I was in my hot tub upstairs.
I did it one time with you guys.
Yeah.
One time, and I'm like, I walked in the house at 6:30, and I literally looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like,
yeah,
Trisha, what is wrong with you?
What was the point of that?
What's the point?
I stayed in bed all day Saturday like a zombie.
Yeah. I haven't done that.
I wasted my day. Here, unlock your phone so I can read the next question. I don't know. That's my biggest fight, I guess.
It's all right.
It sucks, man. I'm just going to seclude myself. Wait, I just lost it. Where is it? Oh, okay, here we go. What do you believe stands between you and complete happiness?
Myself.
I was going to say the same thing. I think we all
myself and my mindset. It's all about your mindset.
That's the only thing you can say. You can't be like, oh.
Well, a lot of people
blame other people.
Yeah, blame other people. It's not about other people. It's about yourself.
It's about mindset.
Mindset. Like if you work hard every single day, like a lot of successful people, you, Georgie, Logan, I've seen written things like in front of you every single day. Like that's helped you guys, you know?
No, I mean, I even struggled of recent. I felt very lonely living alone and just like by myself a lot. I think that's why I do go out is because I like to be around people, and living alone's a very tough thing to do. And I kept blaming the fact that I live alone, that I'm depressed and I don't have anybody around me, that I'm down in the dumps. But like I had a huge wake up call to myself Sunday, and I was like, I need to get back to my mindset of my mental toughness that I had, you know, a few months, like 8 months ago when I was reading books, when I was going to the gym. I was like, I need to stop making fucking excuses and get up and do shit. Yeah. Because like excuses don't get you anywhere, and they just will dig you deeper into the hole. And accountability is number one.
And a lot of people that I used to be close with used to blame their happiness on like their current situation or their current location. And I would always tell them, no matter where you are, if you're not happy where you are now, you're never going to be happy anywhere else. If you're comparing yourself constantly to like people on Instagram, your friends, if you're envious of your friends, first off, don't even hang out with them because you're doing a disservice to like yourself and them. But if you are not happy with the little that you have, you're never going to be happy with like ever. I
mean, I had similar excuses, and George was saying something to me too. Like, and he was saying, and these are conversations I've talked about this about my dad, just like getting on my ass and like me getting very frustrated with him. He said that, you know, obviously George is homeless right now. You're living like you just are crashing with your friends because you're waiting on the house to be finished. And George was using that as an excuse, and his dad called him. He's like, yo, why aren't you making videos? Yeah. And he's like, I don't have a place to live. He's like, bullshit, I don't fucking care. And George got pissed at him because like, and I told George, I was like, dude, my dad had the same talks with me. The reason you get so mad is because it's the truth. And the truth fucking hurts.
It hurts.
And you want to deny it, and you don't want it to be true, but it is. That's the reality. It's like, I forget. Like a lot of the motivational videos I listen to, they say stuff like that, where it's like, if you look in the mirror and or if you blame someone else for your problems, then you're like, it's going to be fine, you know? But if you look in the mirror and you say, you're the reason, you're not going to like that. And you're going to change
course.
That.
Yeah.
Sorry, your phone locked again.
It's okay.
Also, Simi texted you, said she's done and on her way home.
Okay, thank you. Also, I don't have a home right now. I literally brought enough clothes for a suitcase, and I could have told myself like, oh, I don't want to film. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go to this event because I don't have X, Y, and Z.
Right.
I'm filming more than I'm at Simi's. I'm working out more.
Because you're surrounded by people that are doing stuff.
Yeah, but like we're all doing it together. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like
you need that one person that's going to be the driving force that's going to motivate.
Right.
And I've always been that person, and I stopped being that person. Then I realized I'm like, that's the person I am. Like I need to push people, and then that'll push them, and then it'll push me. Someone's got to do it, right?
It all starts with you.
When I lived with Logan, it was no question. Waking up every day and vlogging, that's what we did. Like we were hustling because you're surrounded by it. Logan was that driving, motivated factor. And I'm like, damn, I want to emulate. You are who you hang out with. It's a real thing. It's a fucking real thing. And that's probably why you're working more, because Simi fucking grinds. She lives on her own.
Yeah.
She's got to pay the bills and all that stuff. She's not in a relationship, so it's different. And George is probably going to wake up a little bit more too.
Right.
All right, next question. What's something you think every person should experience in their lifetime? And then you wrote L-pop. What does that mean? Is that just
I don't
accident?
know what else.
That
That was an accident.
You mean right K-pop?
I think everybody should experience true love in their lifetime, because that's something that can't be bought. You can't, like, it just happens. You can't plan for it. And it's great. It's fantastic. And a lot of people say like, oh, I'm in love, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you're not. And then when they finally get in love, they're like, this is what you were talking about. So it's a crazy experience.
Is this kind of fucked up? But I think this is something that everyone should experience.
What?
Death.
Everybody will experience.
No, I'm saying they should experience someone close to them dying.
Mark.
Is that morbid?
Yeah.
Why? Do you know how much that makes you appreciate life more? Like, yeah, death is unacceptable, right? We're all going to die.
Yeah.
I experienced death when I think my grandma passed away when I was 14, and that shit made me a different person.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, 100%. It makes you a different person.
It makes you mature faster. It makes you realize, wow, like life isn't forever. It makes you appreciate the things you have. It makes you appreciate the people around you more. Yeah, it sucks. You don't want anyone to die, but like it's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that haven't experienced death, and they experience death for the first time when they're like 20, 30 years old, and they don't know how to handle it. Like it could literally destroy your life if you don't. I think is that fucked up?
Look at the difference in human beings right here. I said true love, you said death.
But both show you how love
but it's
wins.
also like in our culture, in Assyrian culture, when somebody close to you passes away, our community doesn't let that family be alone for a second, for at least like literally a month, 2 months. There is always people at that house, like always, like bringing you food, like making sure you're not lonely. And it's not because they want to bother you, because I never got it. Like whenever I would hear about somebody passing away, and mom's like, okay, we got to go pay our respects to the house. I'm like, I don't want to go. Like, I feel like this is the last time. Like, this is the worst time to go and like hang out with these people. I didn't understand it until my grandma passed away. I was 23. And then I understood it, because it's such a weird place in your head. You're like, I'm never going to see my grandma ever again.
Right.
My grandma's never going to see me get married. She's not going to have great grandchildren. Right. Like all that's going through your head. My poor mom, whatever, like going through, I can't even imagine. But then when I saw how much that helped, like, cause it's a distraction. Like, yeah, you're still in that mindset of like, oh, I'm mourning, but at least you know you have like the community with you. So it was like a sense of like, oh my God, I feel like I'm like being held right now. Like, yeah, this is the worst time of my life, but nobody's letting us be alone. So then I started thinking,
is that not something that you think people should experience? See, you experience and you see like, wow, this is probably changed you as a person.
But on the other hand, not everybody has that sense of community. So I like after everything happened, I started thinking, I'm like, God bless the people that like don't have anybody, like that have to mourn and go through this by themselves. Like maybe they don't have any family, they don't have any friends, like somebody mourns by themselves, like that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
So
no,
like I wouldn't want everybody to experience that if they didn't have people around them.
I think, but if you have someone close to you pass away,
it definitely makes you think of life in a completely different perspective.
Right. And it's unfortunate. It kind of goes down to like, even just the stuff in the news, like we see school shootings and all these things happen. And then it's unfortunate that when it happens, then we're like, oh, here, you know, like thoughts and prayers, like things have to happen, bad things have to happen for you to like appreciate stuff, which sucks.
Yeah, I
you
think
should
that's
just
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it. You should just appreciate it to appreciate it. But like something like that really opens your eyes and makes you realize, like you said, like our grandparents aren't going to see us get married. They're not going to see, well, my grandparents, so great grandparents, my mom and dad. Hopefully they'll be around when I have kids. Who knows when I'm going to have kids? Shout out mom and dad. If you want to, well, they're already grandparents. They got nieces.
I know my parents are already grandparents too.
They love it. Damn, that took a turn.
I'm sad. I want to go cry.
But it's true, okay?
Wow, Mark.
Makes you appreciate things more, okay?
I bet.
Does fate exist? If so, do we have free will?
Yeah, yeah.
What does fate mean, technically?
Fate means it's written.
It's meant to happen?
Yeah.
Like everything happens for a reason?
Fate means it's...
it was supposed to happen that way?
Fate and destiny are the same thing, yeah?
I'm going to Google what is fate. What is fate? We probably sound so dumb.
It's been
the
a long
development
day,
of events
my dudes.
beyond a person's control regarded as determined by a supernatural power.
God.
Yeah, so like fate decided his course for him. So things...
Like it's already written.
Yeah,
it's
no,
written.
I don't think so.
You don't believe in fate?
I think we're all going to die. That's the only fate we have.
Okay, so I believe in God, and I know my life is written. That's what I believe. It's written.
I thought God put us on here to have our own free will.
He does.
So then how is fate already written?
That's a question that I don't know. Like, it's already written, and we have free will to do whatever we want, but he knows the entirety of our lives, if that makes sense. Like, he knows what direction I'm going to get up and walk towards, but I'm going to make that decision.
What if you change your mind?
That's what I don't understand. But he'll know if I change my mind. That's the thing. Like,
no, I don't think.
I
don't think that fate is a thing.
Oh, okay.
Like,
why not?
I could move to Italy right now, or I could stay here.
Yeah,
so you're saying if I move to Italy, like, what if I was going to move to Italy, but I stayed here? You say it was fate that I didn't move to Italy, but I could just move to Italy and then move to Italy.
But what if you...
I could change the direction that I was going to do.
Then here's this. What if you were going to move to Italy, but you didn't, and the next day that you were supposed to be on a plane, you got the phone call that would change your life forever? But if you were on the plane...
Coincidence.
If you were on the plane... No, I don't believe in that.
I'm saying I move to Italy and I fall in love with an Italian girl who doesn't even speak English, or I stay in Los Angeles and fall in love with a fake girl that doesn't understand me.
Why does she have to be fake?
Because LA is fake.
Would you say I'm fake?
No.
Okay.
But most.
I think fate's written, right? You do have your own free will, 100%. But fate is like so much. I can't even talk.
I don't think
it's so above us that like I can't even. We'll
this.
never understand it.
Yeah.
We won't agree on this ever.
I don't think fate. No.
Fate is something that you can't even like describe. We can't even fathom even beginning to understand it because we can't control it, right? So regardless if you take the sock off and you put a black sock on or you have a red sock and you change your mind in the millisecond of what you were going to do, it's already written. That's what fate is. Like no matter what you decide, that's what...
I think when you discuss fate, it's more so in terms of more drastic events, I'd feel like falling in love.
Yeah.
Or...
I'm just putting it in simpler terms.
That's when people talk about fate is pretty much the number one thing they talk about is love.
Yeah. Or luck.
Oh, it was fate.
Yeah.
Like,
or
it
luck.
wasn't meant to be. But I have the choice to ask someone out or not.
True.
Not fate.
But fate is what brought you to the exact location, the exact time that person was going to be there too. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so think about situations like this. For example, when I was at Stagecoach, I didn't even meet this girl, actually.
Oh, I remember this show.
Remember this story?
The story.
Saw this girl. Mm-hmm. We made eye contact. it was just weird. Like we were just like, it was weird. It was a weird moment that I've never experienced, right? And me and George joked it was like the one that got away.
Yeah.
So back in my parents' era, back in my grandparents' era, any era before social media, that was the one that got away. You know, I had my chance, and then she was gone. There's how many thousands of people at Stagecoach, and I'll never see this girl again. But with the power of social media, I found the girl.
Okay.
So does fate change with technology? Because back in the day, there was no fucking chance I was going to see this girl ever again. But I was able to get on Instagram and find the girl.
Did she tickle your fancy? Like, did you guys talk? Did you hang out?
No, she doesn't live in America.
Oh, okay.
She was just in town for the weekend.
All right.
So like, but I'm saying I would have never even been in contact with her ever again had social media not been a thing.
And then in your mind, you would probably want her more because you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm ever gonna see her again. You know what I mean? But now you know, like, oh, you have a contact.
I didn't go up to her. I'm saying
true. That's your fate.
So I'm saying, does technology change fate? Because if back in my parents' era, it wasn't meant to be, right? She was the one that got away.
Yeah.
But in my era, I found her. Whereas 50 years ago, I never would have found her.
True.
So is fate real?
Unless a crazy, crazy story happened where like that would happen and then 30 years go by and they're at a supermarket and they see each other again.
There's no way I would have been able to recognize her. The only way
you never know.
The only way I even remembered her was because of her outfit.
And that's why...
Guys,
I stand by my belief that love is a feeling. You would have seen her and you'd be like, wow, I feel it. This is the woman that I meant to be with.
We're not even going to talk about that. Let us know in the comments. You guys think, what was the question? Does fate exist?
Yeah, does fate exist?
Or do you think everything is kind of just a choice, I guess, or free will? Damn.
Daniel.
But anyways, that's going to do it for today's episode of the Twoman Show.
The Woman Show. The Twoman Show. What's
the Twoman, I don't know, two women, two
women?
The Twoman, 2 men and 2 women.
That sounds a woman.
Thanks for listening, guys. Drop a like, rate us 5 stars in the App Store, and let us know some questions you want us to talk about, maybe some stuff we can get on an argument about for next week's episode.
Clearly, me and Mark don't agree on a lot of things.
We'll see you guys next week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You'll see us next week.